Well, that leads right into the last question, I think. The format of our meetings is not friendly to the public or the people we represent. If you're not on the agenda at a meeting, you're not allowed to speak. You have a 2-minute time limit. I'm not exactly sure. I think we need to talk about improving that. Maybe 15 minutes or a half hour before the meeting starts, the commissioners can be out. And if people have concerns, maybe they can address them at that point. Our meetings should be readily available to the public so they know what we're talking about, know what we're voting on. And more importantly, being transparent would be letting the people know what's coming up ahead of us and getting their opinions and thoughts before we vote on it and approve it. So I don't know if it's meet the commissioner, or have coffee with the commish once a month, but I think there's room for improvement, and I think we really need to engage the people and let the people realize that we are just working for them. We're a conduit for the people of Rice County.
There are different types of action that county commissioners can take to increase the level of public engagement. One action is political, and the other is systemic. First, let's talk about the political actions, because political actions are actions I can take on day one, and I will take on day one. Actions like writing weekly summaries of our meetings and decisions that were made, issues that were discussed. Right now we don't have detailed minutes. Right now we don't have detailed records of everything that's discussed at meetings. And that can change politically. That doesn't require a vote of the board. So as commissioner, I will write those weekly, bi-weekly, however often we're meeting and voting on things. There will be a written record and it will be online. I will send it to the Daily News if they'll print as often as I send them things. As much as they will accept, I will give them, otherwise everything will be available online. And not only that, I will have live stream Q&As online, on Facebook, on YouTube. I will have in-person events like I have been hosting in the parks or at the public library. And not just, again, when there are hot button issues, but at a regular basis. So then people can come to rely on, okay, at least once a month, I know that there will be the opportunity to meet with my representative. There will be the opportunity to get an update on what's going on, to talk about what my concerns are, the struggles, the difficulties that I've been facing as I deal with the county or local government or just in my everyday life. And I've done my best to conduct myself in my campaign the way that I want people to conduct themselves politically in elected office. I have been publishing regular writings on my website. I have been hosting regular live streams and in-person events. And that needs to be the expectation for our political leaders. Then there's also the systemic changes. I know one thing that the county is currently working on is getting their meetings live streamed. That's great. I will continue to advocate for that at a systemic level. We not only need live streams, we need recordings regularly going out to our public television stations and recordings published online. And I think we also need to shift meeting times to the evenings. I know that that will be a big change, but there's absolutely no reason for that to be impossible. The city of Faribault and the city of Northfield, the two biggest cities in the county, their boards meet in the evenings. And more working people can attend, advocate for themselves, advocate for their needs, and have face-to-face time with their elected representatives. Right now, the County Board of Commissioners meet at 8:30 a.m. on Tuesday mornings. That would be a systemic change that I will fight for, that I will continue to advocate for until we can get something done there. There's no reason for them to meet at a time when so few working people can attend. By simply lowering the barriers of accessibility, by creating more transparency on the board, that is the first step to increasing public engagement. So there are systemic change and there are political changes. The political change will happen day one when I'm elected county commissioner.